That freak anyone out yet? Don't do it. I'm having coffee. So this is pretty cool. I ended up ordering myself a monster of a video card. Like, seriously, it's an absolute beast. Top of the line, really expensive. It just shipped out today, and not 2 minutes before I just started the stream, it's already here. So I'm gonna have to do a video of me, like, putting it in my computer, but I'm too busy today to, of course, swap my video card out into my computer. But it is a beautiful 1080 Ti. I know there's something wrong with me. My career is YouTube, so I'm allowed to get really overpriced video cards. So we're gonna put down the Ultra fixture like right away, by the way. No surprise there. Ultimate fixture, look at this. Effigy of Potent Opulence, which is like the stupidest name I've ever heard. Hi everybody, by the way, like seriously. My hat's off to you. Or do I say my hair's off to you? I've been bald since I was 12. No, not really. We're gonna be grinding shadow towers. It's gonna be really annoying. What the, why are people spamming out the chat here? Ahmed! You freak! Stop spamming out the chat. I know you guys are like doing your crazy, like, pirate farm right now, but seriously, stop it. Nice base warden. Well, right now I actually have two GTX 980s, which is about the equivalent of a normal 1080. So my TI is only going to be a little bit of an increase over my two 980s, but the whole point is that not every game in the world is SLI, which SLI is when you link two video cards together. And hashtag spoiler alert, I'm going to be starting and doing a lot more live streams within the next coming weeks of the new Arc DLC. I don't care if nobody watches that, but I love it. And that's one of the other reasons I want a new video card. Actually, most of all, it's just because of the fact that, just like I said with the SLI, because it should make my video rendering and stuff a little bit easier, and then I could play Assassin's Creed at ultimate settings. Yeah, sorry, I'm probably not going to be able to live stream console anymore. I already kind of mentioned that in previous videos. I know that I got to do another Let's Play episode of the PS4 and Xbox, but that'll take a little while. No, he's not, Paul. Like, actually, because if we take a look at the list here for, let's not go to weekly contests. I'm actually really curious to see how many people are actually over my level of PR. So we're at 25.8. Number 5 for Gunslinger. Anybody else? 25.8 for Fate Trickster? Is that because it's in the weekly? Yeah, those people are, a couple of them are top mastery though. 25.4. 25.8 for the Neon Ninja, no surprise there. Quite a few people are actually up there too. Yikes. But yeah, I gotta try and get, like, that's why the only things that I'm missing for mastery right now is a couple of the adventure mounts. Not really too many. Yeah, I'm actually pretty surprised. Like, generally it's everybody kind of tied on most of the classes. But otherwise, I'm pretty much top 5 in the entire game right now. I mean, that's, you know, you can't really say anything about it because no skill is involved, especially at this point for power rank, because now it's all just about mastery as well as power rank. So it really just, whoever's the strongest isn't like the most dedicated player or anything. It's just like who spent the most money, you know? But yeah, that's why we're going to be doing the Shadow Tower thing right now, because the only thing that I'm missing is just a couple of the Adventurine allies. Actually, I just got my last mount today. I've got 3 more days of grinding Adventurine nonstop to the cap, and then I'll have everything out of Adventurine. And then the only thing that I'm missing since the Adventures update is the subclassy badges, which I'll never get because I calculated it. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's like $700 per character to max out all of your gems. So that would be over 10 grand to max out like all of your characters just for that badge. Like, screw that. I don't care. That's just so dumb. Why does your number 2 ability look radiant? That's because of my class gem, my dude. I'm on the gunslinger. But yeah, anyways, let's get this ultra fixture. So thanks to everybody that's been donating clue bits. Boom, 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 boom. Now we can finally put this thing down. And what this is going to end up actually doing for the Team Pixel Club is we're going to end up getting a smaller chance of finding an additional gems, it says. It's just the gem box, just the general shadow gem box. We're going to have a small chance of finding that everywhere now. And then also it's going to reduce the cost to upgrade gems for members who have this as their primary club. So that's going to be really, really cool. This game is not competitive, Lime. Like, that's the thing. I like how people try to make it as if it's competitive. It's just pay to win. Like, if you want to get to the top on power rank, you got to end up paying lots of money. And if you want to get to the top on mastery, you got to pay lots of money. Like, seriously. I never, like, that's one thing. I just want to say this publicly because I never have. But that's the thing is, the reason why our community in this game is kind of very separate from the core community is I've always kind of teased and made fun of the fact that people actually do treat this game like a competition and take it seriously, which I've never understood, because we're not talking about World of Warcraft where numbers and calculation actually comes into play. We're talking about a game with like Trove where all you're really calculating is efficiency. Like, that's it. That's pretty much the only thing that you actually look into, right? Anyways, where do we actually put this ultra fixture down? That's the question, because we've got this stupid vitality one right in the middle here, and I'm not sure whether or not I want to end up moving it, because of course that would end up being expensive. It would cost us extra clue bits, right? So we might end up just putting it down. Like, I kind of have it set up. This is where I'm going to put the other combat fixtures. And then over here is where we're going to put a couple of the ultra ones. So this one might be where we put the utility. And I guess I'll put the ultra one right down here. And then let's just take a peek at this. Restrict officer. By the way, for those of the people that are going to be standing over there, you're going to have to get out of the way. Otherwise, I'm going to attack you. And I really like how we can actually like see all the levels of all these things. Now, we could actually get ourselves more shrines. Why does it say we can upgrade these despite the fact that we only have 25 clue bits? That's really, really weird. But I'm really excited about this, dude. Like, this is going to be so cool. What? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, 375 clue bits to place it down on top of the fact that it costs 5,000 to get? That's so cheap. Screw you, devs. That's so cheap. Man, and here I was getting all hype about it. So hopefully everyone that's in the club, you see we got lots of clue bits being donated right now. We need 375 more. Yikes. Okay, at 375 clue bits, we can place down the ultra fixture we just bought. GG, game. Like, seriously. And I'm typing it out in the chat because the message of the day is like really, really glitchy and ends up kind of resetting like over and over. But at least it means we can end up changing our vault over here to stop saying 5,000 on it. We'll get that during this stream. Don't worry about that, folks. Like, we will, I'm sure. We got enough people actually like grinding this out that I'm sure we're going to be able to get no problem. Okay, so 375. Bloop. I hope these people don't get in my way, otherwise I'm gonna get real angers. Bloop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 375. That's a pretty low number for most people to end up getting, right? That should be okay. And in the meantime, while you guys end up farming our clue bits up and scream at me as soon as we end up getting to the proper amount, because that's... I want to put that down in this stream, so help me. We're going to go into the glitchy... Go into the shadow towers here to grind up my Hydra. I know it's going to be really, really boring. Fishing's more boring, so we're doing the second most boring thing in the entire game, at least. Like, seriously, I wish that they would kind of overhaul shadow towers to just be the bosses, because at this point, like, we don't need these arenas and stuff anymore. I thought it would be really cool, actually, if they overhauled shadow towers and made it so that there was a separate mode that would be just non-stop shadow tower dungeons. Maybe as you end up getting higher and higher in the floors, it ends up becoming more difficult and your magic find ends up going up or something. That's just kind of my 2 cents towards it anyways. I'm number 19 on Lunar Lancer. Awesome, dude. That's good. Lunar Lancer is probably better than me going for Gunslinger. Granted, my Neon Ninja can already like one-shot things in U9 anyway, so it's not like I need to increase his stats in any way, shape, or form. I should try and get my Knight up to 25k PR, just because then we could actually have even more mount movement speed for farming, but it still won't top the Neon Ninja's rage speed build anyway, so who cares, right? What's your favorite class based on physical damage without the Shadowhunter? Shadowhunter isn't even really my favorite class anymore. I mean, I guess he would be, but him and the Neon Ninja. And Neon Ninja is mostly out of efficiency rather than just like a character that I enjoy, you know? Like, I don't really like backflipping all the time and focusing on movement speed and stuff. Like, I wish that they would kind of fix it so that all the characters could keep up with the Neon Ninja. Not to be confused, I do not want them to end up changing it so that the Neon Ninja gets slower like everyone else. I want all the Aria characters to be brought up to his level so that they could all keep up. But I guess in that regard, the Neon Ninja would become useless, right? I got removed from Team Pixel. What could I do to get back at the club? You can't get invited to the club right now, my dude, because we're over capacity. We're actually over max amount. Well, we were over max amount of XP. It doesn't seem like we are anymore. It's weird. What mount is that? It's Blocktron, dude. He's beautiful. He's one of a kind. He's amazing, and he takes way too long to farm. How's parrot farming? I mean, I'm pretty much soloing my parrot farming at this point, because otherwise you constantly see people like breaking the farm all the time over and over. So I pretty much just get up, get on Trove, grind like 3 to 4 hours to get my adventurine maxed out, and then I go do other stuff and don't touch Trove. And it's, you know, I've been playing this game for years, so that's just kind of how it is. It's just a grind, right? Blocktron the dragon, I would never get. Yeah, I know, most people aren't going to get it. That's the thing. Like, they made him a bit too... Hello, new people. Yes, that's my wave to say hello. There should be a rainbow right after it, just because it would be like a magic spell. But no, I'm excited to put my video card in later tonight too, if I can find the time. But yeah, he's a pretty cool dragon. Honestly speaking, I would say that he's not really worth it. Like, he's overpriced right now, straight up. I think it would be like the Phoenix, for example. That's actually a perfect dragon for this update. It's enough of a grind that it sucks, but at least you're getting something extremely majestic. I don't know whether or not I actually like the Phoenix more than Blocktron or not, though, because the Phoenix is pretty sick, dude. Skyfire Crown code? What's the Skyfire Crown, anyways? Oh, that one? Yeah, I like how that... Does this thing actually... Yeah, it gives mastery despite the fact that you can only get it in specific, like, spots. It's weird. Can I join your club? No, you can't join the club right now. We're max capacity. Until we end up getting lower than 750 members, and this applies for the console versions of Trove as well, we're not going to be able to invite anybody. Kind of sucks. Ew! With so many people in here, the world is lagging and it's less efficient. Azuri just throws the code in, like, okay. Thanks, Red Ranger. I appreciate it. Also, Red Ranger's awesome. Green Ranger was the best. And then he turned to the White Ranger, and it was weird tiger stuff. I like the fact that he was dragon. Like, you know, and he had his dragon knife. That was, like, so good. Yeah, I know, Roy. I see you. Do you like the update? Yeah, of course. I love it. It's fantastic. It really is. But so many things, like, the devs did not take into account. Like, they really could have stood to have the update on the test server for a little bit longer to actually figure some of this stuff out. Because, seriously, dude, like, they had, like, the test server up for a little bit, and honestly, it was way too short because there's so many things that are just absolutely broken with this update, unfortunately. And lots of things that I personally feel are very poorly balanced. I guess that's the biggest complaint that I would have about this update, is just that so many things are, like, so unbalanced and broken. You know, like, even these badges that we're going for, ridiculous. Make them, like, these Shadow Tower badges should have came out with the Eclipse update, not after the Eclipse update when everyone's already done grinding Shadow Towers. Like, do you know any clubs that are as big as Team Pixel? Yeah, there's actually quite a few. Just go to the hub. It should all show up there now. Devs making things harder rather than making things easier, almost as if they were doing it out of spite. No, I think it's just that, like, this is just my theory behind it, but the devs, for the most part, only ever end up checking the Trove forums, which is understandable. That's where their game is. You know, that's their community as far as they're concerned. But the problem is that the community on the forums is not only very toxic, but they're also very try-hard with Trove. And because of that, a lot of the numbers that they end up putting into the game, they get referenced off of these people that are at the end game and no-life Trove. Whereas I've always considered myself a casual gamer, even despite the fact that I've been playing this game for years and doing YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, granted, I would have quit this game a long time ago if I wasn't doing videos on it, because I just love doing videos and I love playing games, but also it kind of just works hand in hand, you know? And because of that, I've always considered myself a very casual player as far as this game is concerned. Even though I have, like, everything, I got it over the years of playing this game and spending money. Like, I'm not modest when it comes to that. Like, it's like, and I'm not trying to brag about spending money or anything like that, by no means. I just want to make that perfectly clear. I'm just talking about, like, whenever I talk about spending money on this game, I'm fortunate enough that I get paid to play this game. That's why I can spend money on it, to find out whether or not, oh, is this something that's worth your hard-earned money, because you're just casually playing this game. You're not making a living from it. You know what I mean? I hope I got my point across. Xbox One Scythe plays, I think, has ended, but I don't fully know. Stop that. Like, seriously, you console players are such freaks. How many times do I gotta put out videos telling you that I'm not done with the console version of Trove by any means? Like, do you have any idea how much new content was added with this update? I've been busy grinding it on PC. I'm not gonna grind it on 3 different versions of Trove. Like, I gotta grind it all the way to the end on PC so that I can make videos of it that console players and PC players can benefit from. You see what I'm saying? So, it's gonna be a while before we end up doing the Let's Play series of PS4, Xbox One, and of the PC. Because the PC Let's Play series I haven't done in a long time, even though I've been recording lots of videos on the PC version. You see what I mean? But yeah, most of all, it's just because I've been taking time to grind up all the new stuff. Is it worth buying store costumes before the end game? I mean, if it's a costume that you enjoy, yeah. But otherwise, for the most part, the chaotic crafting costumes are a lot better than most of the ones you can buy out of the store, honestly. Like, it's kind of surprising. I mean, granted, didn't they lower the price of all the costumes? Which is about time that they ended up doing that. And I'm not talking about just with the Block Friday event that is already coming past. Yeah, I know, dude. Like, that's the thing, is you can play Trove on console even if it's at lower frames than PC. Because otherwise, you need a really good computer in order to even play this game. Like, it's ridiculous how unoptimized this game is. Actually, Preston, I ended up selling that egg for about like 2.4 mil because he started going down insane in price before I ended up even putting that video up. Like, even if we look at it right now, Bubble? No. Pal something. Pally? No? Okay, now we're just getting attacked. I should really go into D&D. This game's so bad, like, in regards to, like, that's something they should have fixed a long time ago. Like, when you get invited to stuff, like, even Sword Burst, which is a random Roblox game, mind you, shows group requests in the top right and trade requests in the top left. Do that, Trove. Stop locking out my controls every time somebody tries to add me. Like, that's stupid. How dogs play Trove? Well, thank you, but I'm a human being, actually. Or a lizard. What is your favorite mount? Gonda's a favorite. of course. I don't really use it outside of farming too much just because it's been, you know, I've been using it for such a long time. But otherwise, the Phoenix, Blocktron, what we're rocking right now is actually a really great dragon, like seriously. He looks so much cooler than most of the other dragons, like even more than the primordial dragons. They should actually touch them up. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Hello, Deshaun. He said hello, internet. He didn't say hello to me specifically, but... By the way, since I've been grinding these stupid badges, I found out an ultra tactic to Hydra that makes him like really, really easy. If you stand in the center of the room, and of course you gotta be like a ranged character, so you're jumping up in the air with a lot of jump, or you're using Gunslinger, so you have that slow fall, right? But if you're in the center of the room, none of his heads are gonna be able to hit you with acid, except for his main head. When his main head arcs back, or all of them arc back at once when he's at his earlier phases, they'll shoot acid, like 5 acid streaks all at once, and then those will home in on the player where you're currently located, right in the center of the screen. But then if he's not doing that attack, you can just sit there and nothing happens. Like, it's kind of like weird how simple that boss actually is. When I learned that mechanic, because now all you gotta do is when you get him to his lower phase, you just stay in the center of the room hovering there, and only whenever that big head ends up leaning back, then he's gonna shoot his acid, you roll to the left, go back to the center of the room, and repeat. You can get through the Hydra boss without taking a hit. Like, I was actually able to solo Ultra Hydra without taking any damage. I mean, granted, it's pretty much the same as my tutorial video, where I talked about soloing Hydra and Dreadnought, but I just kind of tested it out, and I was able to actually do it without taking any damage. I didn't want to record that because it would have taken too long. Like, seriously. Yes, TNT, you're actually in the game right now, dude. Look. Trundling Boom Bundle. What is trundling? Like, what an ugly word. Can you do a Roblox Let's Play? I am. What are you talking about? I already have Roblox videos on the channel. Same with Warframe as well. It's just I can't really have them too often. Just because I myself am personally very busy. And Trove is my top priority. Just not only just with YouTube, but just myself personally, Trove is a priority. You know? Like, I'm really hyped about all this new stuff, and I want to try and grind it all and get it all out of the way before they end up nerfing everything. Can you play on PS4 soon? Yeah, I'm gonna be on the console. Hopefully sometime next week. We'll see what happens, because I do want to, like, I really do want to record, like, an actual, like, console episode or two. Instead of, like, all these tutorials. Like, I kind of need a break from all the tutorial stuff. But that's kind of also why I've been doing these streams, right? Because it gives me an opportunity to grind, while also just hanging out with you guys and gals. Thank you, Blue Dragon. I appreciate it. Did you know Blue Dragon is actually a really good game? Oh, also, did you know that next month, or not next month, yeah, it is next month. It's in December. I think December 9th to the 12th. Those with PS4 Plus, I'm going to have to get PS4 Plus just so I can do a video on it. The new Monster Hunter World is going to have a demo, and I'm actually really hyped about that game. I don't know whether or not I'll have it on the channel, like, as a full-on series, but I'm definitely going to do a video of the demo, because that game looks so hyped, dude. Like, seriously. And then shortly after the, you know, on the 12th is when the Arc DLC comes out. And like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to be doing that as a stream. What? Trundle, verb, gerund, or present participle. Trundling. So trundling does not actually apply to this mount? Like, what is its actual definition? Because otherwise I just saw, like, that's just explaining what the word is. That just doesn't, I don't know. Will you play GTA online? No, sorry to say I won't, most of all just because the game is, like, too violent for family-friendly stuff. Like, with Ark and Warframe, that's already kind of pushing it. But with GTA, I mean, that's just bad. Like, I got really, really tired of having to have my volume at, like, 0, just for the simple fact that all of the in-game characters are screaming and swearing at me. Oh, nice, Johnny boy. Then you're probably hyped about Monster Hunter World. Do you play Xbox One? Yep, I play Xbox and PS4 of Trove. Of course, I've been grinding mostly the PC, though. And to the people that are actually asking me in-game and in the chat about being invited to the club, they just fixed it so that our max club capacity is 750. we're actually over capacity, so we got to wait until we slowly kick people and end up actually getting down to 750 members before we can end up actually inviting people again. I already did TNT. I responded to you specifically, but you weren't listening. Do you have all the dragons? All except for the lunar dragon. Yep. Which, that one I'm probably going to get sometime around next year just because it's time gated, which is stupid. Like, I like how they added that dragon and it was like kind of hype, but no one really cares at the same time now. Because mastery farmers are going for all the lunar costumes, right? Oh, really, Jaden? Oh, man, I gotta say. So, Jaden was just saying the lead dev said that adventure farms might not get nerfed so long as people are having fun with it. Can you, like, Jaden, are you in the Discord? Because I would love to have a link to that. You can't really send it to me, but you could send it to one of my other admins, and then they could send it to me afterwards. Because I would love to see the original quote so that I know it's not just hearsay. But that's one of the big reasons why I actually really enjoy the lead dev that they've got right now. Like, he's been doing a fantastic job pushing this game into having more and more content, but also that's my way of thinking. That is a forward way of thinking where a game dev is supposed to be like, this is something people are having fun with. Why would we ruin that? You know what I mean? Because if they keep it, then, you know, I guess technically in that regard, Blocktrons wouldn't have to end up getting nerfed in the long run, because while it would still be like really, really difficult to get Blocktron for sure because it's time gated, at least that means that it's like possible for everybody for sure if we end up keeping the Pirate farms. However, oh, it is just hearsay. Okay, yeah, then exactly, Jaden. Even though it's like from somebody else who talked to the lead dev, like, I don't believe it then. I'll wait and see, because otherwise stuff like that always just, people always say stuff like that, and it's like, oh, I talked to the dev and this ended up happening, and it's like, no, then it ends up getting nerfed. So it might just get nerfed. Because otherwise, like, that's the thing, if the Pirate quest doesn't get nerfed, they would have to, Gigi, if you do that again, I'm gonna put you on ignore. They would have to, like, fix up the quests in general, right? Because otherwise there's no point in the Repose of Heroes right now, because you don't need the legendary heroes. They're not good. You need the Pirate farm one, right? Like, seriously. If Troves doesn't exist, what would you do? I don't know. Roblox? I don't know, dude. Like, it's not like I was even playing Trove to end up... Ooh, we're almost there. It's not like I was even playing Trove to become popular or, like, do YouTube videos on it or anything. I just started playing it, and I love this game. Like, what can I say? It's my favorite game. Yeah, the tethering is going to end up being removed eventually. It's just who knows when. Like, that's the thing. They always go back on their word. Like, it's nothing against the devs or anything. I know game design is definitely a difficult thing to manage, but it's like, is it going to end up actually getting nerfed or not? We'll see what happens within, like, a certain amount of time. I knew that we were going to get a disconnect. I could feel it in my bones because of how laggy and stupid it was getting. I'm not answering that, TNT. That's weird. Plus, I don't have fingers. I have toes for fingers. Will you ever try Growtopia? I did. It sucks. I'm sorry. Like, I tried it, but it was so confusing and looked really ugly, too. So, I know that lots of people are always... Come here, sweetheart. Ha-ha! She jumps on my lap now. She's, like, crazy good at jumping. But I know lots of people have been asking me to do a Growtopia series for the longest time because it's, like, some free-to-play trash. But I don't really, like... I don't find those games fun, I guess I should say. I'm not trying to, like, hate on the game by any means. You can go ahead and enjoy it if you do. But for me personally, I need a little bit of overstimulation in regards to a game. Like, with Trove, the big reason why I love it so much isn't because of all the grindiness or anything like that. I actually think a lot of features of this game are really, really backwards and kind of stupid. But the big reason that I love this game, and I wish they would flesh it out a little more, is the controls. The fact that this is like such a quick, easy action RPG MMO. Like, there's not really that many games that play as fast as Trove does. Now, if they would upgrade their servers, fix up all of the bugs and stuff like that so that we could consistently play fast instead of rubber banding and crashing all the time, I think it would end up shooting up like crazy. Jub actually just reached 6 months. She's going to be 7 months in December. And I'm waiting for her to end up getting, like, she's in heat right now, so I'm waiting for that to pass, and then I'm going to go get her fixed. Did the devs make it harder to get dragon fragments? No, they actually made it easier. It's just, when I say easier, they made it possible. It was impossible to get the dragons. Now it's possible. It's still extremely difficult. Is your gunslinger the only class you have over 25 KPR? Yup! Pretty much. My knight's actually kind of close second. But he's the only character I have to have really overpowered. But then also because I paid a wind with this guy. Like when the Eclipse update came out, I wanted to see how much it was going to cost to upgrade all my gems and everything like that. I'm not doing that again. Like seriously, it was like $800 or $900 just to end up upgrading my Neon Ninja, which, or not my Neon Ninja, my gunslinger. Which now it's averaging out, like I said earlier in the stream, it would average out at about $700 per character. That's just for the flux that you're going to need to buy all the items in order to actually upgrade all your gems and stuff. Meaning that would be over 10 grand to max out the gems on all your characters. No thanks. Like, I use up a lot of my money on this game, yeah, but again, it's because I'm a content creator for this game, and I like testing these things out so that I can just tell you right here, right now in a stream, it's not worth it. Don't pay money for gems. That's it. What is going on? Why is it, like, anybody else noticing that since the hotfix, it's, like, laggier and crashing more? Like, man. Oh, people spamming out the chat. Okay. Don't worry. I'll block them out. Bloop. And now they're banned from the channel. Oh no! I don't know why they thought they could get away with it. What? Are you going to play Shadowhunter? Why would I play the Shadowhunter? I use him for pirate farming because he's the best for it. But why would I play on the Shadowhunter? Jub, please just lay on me proper, please, sweetheart. What? No TNT. I mean, like, people were actually trying to spam out the chat, but they're blocked now, so don't worry. They can't hurt you anymore. My stellar face and hat got scammed. Why'd they get scammed? What do you mean? Like, they were fake? No, I know. He probably got ripped off. How do you make Gunslinger big? Please answer. With the Lunar Lancer subclass ability, dude, it gives you lunacy mode for whatever character you're using. It's got an internal cooldown that unfortunately... Okay. That unfortunately the game doesn't actually tell you. Like, that's the thing too. There's so many things that need to be fleshed out in the game just in regards to like showing cooldowns and timers and stuff like that so that we don't have to keep looking online. Like, all of that stuff should be in the game for crying out loud. Yes, the snoring is Jub. She's my little piggy. What's the max amount of clubits a club can have in a day? That depends on how many members are grinding it. Otherwise, an individual person can get 10,000 adventurine, which means 5,000 clubits a day. It's pretty crazy. Which is probably what I'll be donating most of my adventurine to after I end up actually getting all the items. However, I've heard that the devs are like, we're crazy. We're gonna add an item that'll cost 100,000 adventurine. Because we think everyone can do it, even though only like 5 people have Blocktron. That's cool. Screw the majority of our player base. Let's just make it impossible. Also, for the people that are at the end game, they're gonna waste their time. Seriously, if it's like 100 grand, I'm just gonna casually grind that. I'm not going to like grind it out every single day. Like, it's already been ridiculous grinding Blocktron and now grinding everything else for adventurine. Like, I hope they don't add anything more for adventurine. Otherwise, here's what's gonna happen. The same thing that happens in this entire game. Let's just add more things for adventurine while not lowering the amount of adventurine everything else costs, thus making it all that much more expensive for the adventurine grind. Like, seriously. It's like how they keep adding costumes and mounts and stuff like that, not realizing that as they end up adding more and more of them, you know, it's just costing more. Like, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so apparently people are yelling at me that we can get that fixture. Haha! Yes! All right. Within half an hour, too. Man, you guys are actually grinding quite a bit when it's a low amount. Like, for the clue bits. But let's do it, dude. Yes! All right. Ultra Fixture inbound. Let's set it up. I know, Jub, you're giving me the look. She knows she's excited. See, she's snorting in excitement like a little pig. All right, let's do it. Ooh, this is so cool. Yes. Okay, get out of the way. Ugly. Bum bum bum. Yeah! Now that's cool, dude. I've seen it at tier 2 and tier 3, but that's beautiful. I like that a lot. How it's a giant gem floating up in the sky. That's cool. Now, can we end up actually getting shadow gem boxes from shadow towers? That would be very interesting. Like, this fixture, I love. Because what this fixture means is that we're passively going to end up getting something more. Right? That's so cool. I mean, I have to put a secret Easter egg up on the gem itself or something. That's so neat. It's weird, though, that we don't actually have, like, there's nothing to interact with on this thing. It's just kind of there, which is a little bit odd. But either way, we got it. Awesome. So thanks, everybody that ended up actually donating their adventuring for the clue biz. That's crazy, dude. Tier 2 of this thing is like some weird whale. And then tier 3 is pretty much the same angel from the hub. Oh, those video effects when you're standing. Oh. That gem's squished. Why is it so squished? Like, really? What's going on with that? Either way, very beautiful. Yes! Get out of my way, mortals. This is my spot. No, if we all stand in a line, that's good. Don't stand on top of me or I'll destroy you. His wings! They're ruining my moment! Look at this. This is so cool. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this with everybody here. Okay, that rev ruined it. Good, he fell. Yeah! Oh, and then he lagged back up. Get out of here, Mr. Purple Guy. You turn those video effects off and get off of me. I want to get a screeny weenie with everybody. Here, look. Yeah! Right when some freak tried to invite me, too. Okay, that's beautiful, though, dude. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's like, man... really neat. I love the video effects of all these fixtures. Like, we got that one over there, and the video effects get different when you end up actually upgrading the fixture itself. Okay, I gotta go and close the... Ooh, wait, what fixture are we going for next? Oh, yeah, we were gonna be upgrading the vault. So what's that going to actually end up costing us? You know what I just realized? This patch ended up making it so that we could see how much it's going to cost in order to upgrade the fixture. That's awesome. So it doesn't actually have, like, a visual indicator, but it does actually just tell us right then and there. That's cool. Okay, 5,000 clue bits. That's what we gotta go for next. Again, is another 5,000 so that we can ender grapple. You do that again, I'm gonna put you on ignore, and then you never get off that list. I'm sorry to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, bloop. 7, 8, 9, bloop. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Well, 5,000 goal again. Otherwise, that's really cool, dude. Because we need to upgrade our vault in order to end up actually getting enough clue bits in our storage in the first place so that we can end up upgrading more fixtures. Because otherwise, that's pretty much everything that we needed right now. I guess I'll put 5,000 clue bits so we can upgrade the vault. Yo. Bloop. But yeah, that's awesome that we ended up actually... See what I mean? Look at that. Stupid message of the day. It's so broken, too. The message of the day is actually supposed to show up for everybody that ends up going into the club world. It works on console. It works for vault clubs on PC. But it doesn't work for clubs on PC in general. Like, it's gross. Anyways, back to Shadow Tower grinding. Dum, da, 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 dum. Let's take a peek and see what our badge is at. But otherwise, geez Louise. Does attack speed expect bomb throw speed? Yes, it does. That's exactly what Merc and me ended up discovering last minute with my Neon Ninja Rage speed build was that, yup, that actually makes the Neon Ninja speed build better, like the Rage build, because of the fact that you go for a little bit of attack speed on him, just so that you can end up throwing the bombs, right? Because otherwise, technically, I don't know. Do you need it like crazy or something? I mean, I always just go for 1 energy regen because you can end up just backflipping indefinitely then, if you're on the ground, because it ends up regenerating when you're on the ground, not when you're in the air. I just waged 3 KPR. Nice. Does Wings of Wizardry work on your costume? Yes, they do. I like using the electric wings because they're the closest to the Tyrael wings that this game has. Jub, you're being very sweet, but you're fidgeting a lot. Fidget spinner puppy? What are you doing? What, you want back up? Stay there, sweetheart. How can you hide yourself? What? Oh, can you unhide yourself? Yeah, I can. Let's actually go to D&D, and then I'll go to hide. I keep forgetting to do that so people can heartophone me. Not that it matters anymore, because red name doesn't dominate mastery names, thus meaning heartophones are absolutely worthless for people to end up buying. Yes, I said worthless. It's one of those days, it's very difficult for me to commentate. I should actually do, like, warm-ups, like, you know, like, I don't know, she sells seashells by the seashore, stuff like that, tongue twisters to end up getting my brain and my vocabulary a little bit better for when I'm commentating, but at the same time, I don't really care. I'm not one of those hardcore freaks, even when it comes to all the YouTube stuff. I main Shadowhunter until now. What class should I main next? That depends on what you want to do. You want to do Shadow Towers, then you don't do the Neon Ninja. But if you want to end up farming, then you do the Neon Ninja. Yeah, exactly. Well, I used to do warm-ups for singing, back when I did music and stuff, yes. But for YouTube, I'm not going to do, like, the... No. It'll just hurt my neck or it won't. You've wandered too far from your tether. Oh no! Got him. Got him. Let's take a quick little peek. By the way, I want to see how close are we to actually getting the next batch. Probably not at all. By the way. Because it's insane. Okay, we're at 76 out of 100. Ooh! 25 more. Well, 24 more. We might be able to... Jump! I hear you! Stop it! We might be able to end up getting that in today's stream, depending if I end up going over an hour. Do the gunslingers still going for magic damage and attack speed? Yep. Pretty much the only one of my tutorials that's out of date as far as building a class for U9 and Shadow Towers is the Tomb Raiser, because they ended up breaking the Chaotic Vial combination, and now he's pretty much useless. It's funny because I even said specifically in that video, if they ended up getting rid of that, then then he would become useless, and he was. No, Ender, you're the one who keeps spamming me, that's why. Can you play Cuphead? No. I've seen enough people play it. I don't like games like that, where they're just frustrating and stupid. Like, I don't like wasting time. That's kind of just, like, a detrimental characteristic of me, just as a person. I don't like replaying an entire level because you ended up dying all the way at the end. I don't view that as extended gameplay. I view that as dragged out gameplay. That's just myself personally. I think that's why I didn't like Mario Odyssey as much as I liked Hat in Time. I know that sounds weird, but with Mario Odyssey, when you're sitting there like trying to get one stupid moon and then suddenly you end up falling off a cliff and then it's like, climb all the way up the mountain that you just did. It's like, no, that's just old school game design. It's old and it's stupid. It doesn't work for me. What? Time to go look for a new farm. Yup, I heard somebody else broke things. I'm a fan, okay? What? I didn't... Oh, what am I supposed to do? I know, Ender. You just don't spam me. It's nothing personal. Like, that's the thing. The people that I put on ignore half the time, it's nothing personal. I don't blame you guys. I blame the game. Like, get them to fix it so that I can go to Do Not Disturb, have people join me, but not have them spam invite me. Then problem solved, right? Yes. What? Would I be able to join Job on Xbox? Yeah, most likely. You'd have to go and check one of the officers if they're either in the Discord or if they are just on the server in general. So hopefully we're going to be able to get this 100 Hydra badge out of the way. And this is just normal. You got to kill it 300 times on normal, hard, and ultra. Like, so stupid. So stupid. Hydrakken. I didn't know you could at people in Twitch. That's weird. It scares me. Bubble Dragon or the Starfire. Bubble Dragon's possible to get. Starfire is pretty much not. No, seriously. Yeah, in the Twitch chat anyways, I have it set up. Exclamation mark Discord is going to end up being... Yeah, there you go. The proper command. I don't have it set up on YouTube. Oh! That's right! So, this is kind of separate from all the YouTube, Twitch stuff that we're doing right now. Well, it's not separate from YouTube, it's actually directly with YouTube, but I ended up talking with my YouTube partner manager the other day, and he let me in on a little thing that is going to end up coming to YouTube, and I am allowed to talk about it. I'm not allowed to get into too much detail about it because, oh, I'm like so special now, right? But YouTube is actually going to be launching a community page on someone's channel, which essentially is going to end up replacing most social media outlets for YouTubers. Because think about it this way. I would be able to post on my community page on YouTube that a video is going to be delayed or that I don't have any videos for the day. And that's going to show up in everybody's sub feed rather than me having to post it on Twitter and then everyone who follows me on Twitter have to check it out. So it's going to kind of bring everything all into just the YouTube tab itself, right? I thought that was great. When I heard that, that was awesome. And I know you guys are going to be hyped about this, especially people on Twitch and stuff. YouTube is going to have a sponsor button, same as the subscribe button on Twitch. So you're going to be able to actually sponsor, aka subscribe to someone on YouTube through sponsorship, and it's going to give that content creator $5 a month. How cool is that, right? Because so many people always, you know, like so many smaller channels don't actually have the opportunity of making a full-time living from YouTube and stuff. I think it's like really, really cool. Is it Nokia? It's on some channels, the community thing, but it's not for everybody just yet. Like, it's not like the About section on YouTube. It's like a different thing. Like, it's not there yet. Apparently the beta is going to be rolling out sometime in December. That's what I mean, though, Lime. It's going to be the exact same as Twitch. When they put it on YouTube, there's going to be the subscribe button on a YouTube page, and then right beside it is sponsor for $4.99. I'm guessing that's going to be relative to your country, but what he was showing me was just that, and I just thought that's so cool, because then you're just going to set up some type of payment plan on your YouTube account that is going to end up giving that content creator $5 a month. Which is so cool, because it's just, you know, then it also means that people don't have to constantly be moving to Twitch just to end up making a living. Like some of the top YouTubers that need a lot more money for some weird reason. Even though they're making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Yes, Nokia. Why are you not opt, by the way, Nokia? Let me bump you up. Add moderator status. Yeah, YouTube Prime, I guess. No, well, not really. Like, that's the thing, is as far as I know, it's not like what they were trying to do with YouTube Red, which YouTube Red does still exist. Pretty much what you do is you sign up for YouTube Red, and then you don't pay for you don't pay. You pay so that you don't see any advertisements on YouTube. If you want to go the extra mile and not just use ad block, because then YouTube Red goes to the content creators as well when you're watching their videos. But either way, I just thought it was really, really cool that they're kind of moving in this direction of kind of moving away from all of the advertisers that YouTube has been reliant on for such a long time. Like, that's the thing, is doing YouTube, like, I like YouTube on top of just making videos for it. Like, I find the whole format to be very forward-thinking and fascinating, right? How can I join in your grind? I could reopen a portal at some point, I guess. Because, yeah, I guess everybody needs this stupid badge. Yeah, YouTube Red is as useless as Facebook credits. No, it isn't, Nokia. YouTube Red is actually good. Like, if you don't want to get ad blocker, the whole point in YouTube Red is that, yeah, you pay so that you don't see advertisements, but then content creators make a % of that. That's the whole point. How do I get to your Discord channel? Very easily, my dude. Links should be in the description of... I think this stream has it. It should. Otherwise, it's in all my other videos. What? I terraformed over my heroes fixtures. I waited for the heroes to be spawned so I could move it, and it still doesn't let me. Please help. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is go over to where the fixture was so that it can end up despawning, because it could be that it's a chunk error that's not letting it actually despawn. Otherwise, if you're talking about the glitch that I think you're talking about, it means that you're screwed and you gotta send in a ticket. Like, that's all there really is to it. The link is in the description. Good. Good, good, good. What was I about to do? I was about to change my tome. That's what I was gonna do. Because nobody's telling me. No one's yelling at me. Change your tome, change your tome. It should really, like, that's something that should be notified on the front of your screen. Or, like, a really loud noise or something. Like, blah, you know? That's something that I want to see right away, where it's like, let me know. Is it possible to join Team Pixel? No, not right now. Sorry, Ender. We have to get lower than 750 members so that we can end up actually inviting people. Are you going to play Fortnite? No. It's a great game, it really is. And I like the whole PUBG game mode battle royale that they've got. Hey, Omega, it's been a while, dude. How you been? But yeah, I'm not gonna end up playing Fortnite, because that's one of those games that just takes an absurd amount of time. Like, each game can last between 10 to 40 minutes, and that's too random for me. Like, I like having things kind of on a clock. Like, my schedule is very specific and weird. Can we see your gems? That's right, I keep forgetting. I gotta do a video showing off all of my gems. I'm pretty sure I have one that already showed off my gunslinger, but I'll have to do another one. I need a sound effect of Scythe doing blurg every time I end up getting a cupcake mount. I wish that, like, I still want a mod to change sound effects. Because I would love to have, like, the Scythe sound pack, and it's like all the sounds are just replaced with, like, things that I do. Or, like, just in general, like, funny things. It's like MLG air horn and stuff. And first of all, better music. Like, seriously? Why is Nightbot's links getting deleted? What? Oh, because I don't have it opt. That's right. Good point. Let me do that right now. Can I, like, how? Okay. How do I actually give it opt? Why won't it work? Why can't I OP Nightbot? Why is it bad? Nightbot. Mod user. Nightbot. Did mod Nightbot? Is he modded yet? Okay. Well, yeah, we'll have added Nightbot to a moderator of this room. Okay, thanks for not telling me on the main screen. Anyways, that took an absurd amount of time. Sorry about that, folks. Later, Zshan. Appreciate you coming out, dude. And no, Nightbot on YouTube. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the actual Nightbot. Thanks for waiting for me, you freaks. What the? Ooh. I like how, for some weird reason, YouTube doesn't actually prevent spam. That's really weird. Like, it doesn't make that much sense. I also need a clip of Scythe getting Gonda on camera. I don't think I actually... Did I buy it on camera? I don't know if I did. I think I just ended up, like, buying it off camera, and then I did the video of actually getting it. Unless you're talking about me unboxing it, in which case I'm probably not going to go for Troves of Wonders for a very long time. Because it's just a waste of my time. What? Just got 10k PR. Nice. When will you do mod giveaways? I don't have mods. What are you talking about? Where is your party hat? Am I supposed to be celebrating something? Because I'm not American, so Thanksgiving was over months ago. As far far as I know, our Thanksgiving came first, so whatever, America. What? How long have you been playing Trove? Hasn't it been boring? And how old are you? Nobody knows my age because I don't tell them. Actually, I did once. And I don't care. You're as old as you feel, and I feel like I'm an idiot. And then, has Trove gotten boring? It had in the past, but now I've been playing it for such a long time. Like, that's the thing. I've already played lots of other games well before Trove. There was actually an MMO I had played when I was a kid for like, what was it? I think I played that game for like 10 years actually, so even longer than Trove. It was Nexon's first game. But that game already showed me right then and there what type of dedication it took, where it's like, yeah, the game gets boring, but you just kind of keep playing, and then eventually it's just a part of your life. Like, that's kind of what happened with Trove, is it's like, now I wouldn't know what to do without Trove. Whereas there was a point where, yeah, I was forcing myself to record videos and stuff like that just because I wanted to keep playing. I knew that I wanted to keep playing this game, but was I into it? Not as much. Now, things are actually very, very relaxed, and I'm just kind of playing when I play it, right? Because otherwise, there are still points where I'll, like, grind the heck out of something, and then for a little while, I just kind of stop playing for the most part, but I still log in every day. Does changing server on Glyph make a difference? No, the PS4 is the only version of the game that actually splits European and North American players, and that's the PlayStation 4 at fault, not Trove. Because otherwise on Xbox and on PC, it's all the same server. We all get to hang out together. Britain is better than Canada. Okay. I mean, we worship the Queen as well, so that's, I don't really understand. Also, we don't talk funny. Take that. I know, Amethyst. It's tough to keep up to all the messages we get in the streams now, which I'm very fortunate to be at this point. I remember back in the day when it was still like 10 people watching. It's been consistent like over 200 since like the Eclipse update came out, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Yeah, get Rex Stratus. No, it's funny. It's funny how relative it is, where it's like someone else's accent might sound funny to you, but it doesn't sound funny to them. Like, it's just kind of how it is, right? I feel like this game becomes way slower once you get Radiant gear. Kind of. Kind of. Oh no, Canada. That's rude, dude. Canada is a great place. Yeah, no. It probably is, but I honestly, like, I joke about it. I don't have any, like, pride towards my country or anything. That's why I don't advertise, like, oh, I'm a family-friendly Canadian YouTuber, man. Whoa! Like, I don't bother adding that part. As far as most people know, I'm American. But if I was American, I would be talking, like, with a bit more of an accent. Apparently, where I grew up is, statistically, as far as Canada is concerned, the place in Canada that has the least, how would I word that? The most normal, like the least accent of all Canada. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't really know how to word that. But I think that's why a lot of people, I would hope, can understand me very well. Because I don't say things, like, weirdly with an accent. I'm sure there's some things that I probably pronounce strangely, but that's just me. That's not necessarily because of where I grew up. How do I get the Lego dragon fragments? Yeah, I guess I should actually have videos talking about, like, all the other dragon eggs, shouldn't I? But otherwise, you get it out of adventure boxes. Just normally, you just randomly get a full egg, and it takes 5 of them to make 1 dragon. And then for some reason, Blocktron, you end up buying fragments. Instead of just buying the egg outright for 60,000 for Adventurine, which I think would be better. Did they fix the DDoS problem? The one they never had, you mean? No, really. Do you speak French? Nope. I don't speak any other language, dude. Like, I was learning Japanese at one point, and then it was like, why? I'm not going into business anymore. Instead, I'm doing YouTube, so it's like, I don't need to know any other language. I mean, I might eventually end up learning Japanese just because my girlfriend's Japanese right now, but honestly, I don't really care. It's not a priority in my life. I'd rather learn things about YouTube. Will you ever do charity streams? I have done them in the past. I kind of suck at them because even though I do these as random streams, I'm not really that good at like advertising things for people to donate to or anything. Like even in my videos, I don't think I do a very good job like pushing my store or talking about Gawkbox and stuff like that, right? Like I kind of just talk about it at the end. Do you need to change your tone? Thank you. See, that's what I was testing you. I was waiting for you to notice. Not that I didn't notice at all. What would you think? Yeah. But I am going to be doing, like, the next PS4 episode. Hopefully I'm going to have out either this week or next week. Get with the times, Jace. I had vlogs talking about all that stuff, dude. But we've got Atticus, who's, like, the PS4 officer, legit had, like, a tree fall on his house. And he currently is at a stay home because he's homeless while it gets repaired. So in the next PS4 episode, I'm going to, with his consent, I'm going to advertise where people can actually donate to end up helping them repair their roof so that he has a place to live. Because that's terrible when it happens to somebody that you know, dude. Like, seriously. Are there upcoming events coming to Trove? Yeah, there's going to be the Christmas event for sure, which is going to end up giving us a snow-themed butterfly reskin, like the butterfly mount that we recently got, the Radiant one. I don't know what the event's going to be. I'm hoping that it's just going to be grinding those giant Christmas tree dungeons again, because those were, like, so cool. You can't, because Shadowhunter is physical and Gunslinger's magical. Yep. Dino Tamer or Boomer? Dino Tamer, all the way. Like, seriously. I had to ban another ugly person. So many people are getting banned today, it's scary. What's the deal with the Iron Chef pack? Oh, you mean the Infinium Chef pack that for some reason they call Iron Chef up here, which is completely wrong? Like, okay, devs, just name it incorrectly. Rename the pack to the Iron Chef pack. That'll make a little bit more sense, but even then, doesn't make sense. Like, seriously. Show your stats! Okay. There we go. Pause the video. I'm going to have another video that'll show off my stats and stuff like that, because I don't really want to do it right now. Where's Jub Jub? Probably out running around doing stuff. I don't know. She's not really behind me in her bed, though. I'm thinking about coming back to Trove. What have I missed since February 2017? I mean, most notably, the Eclipse and Adventures update. You're just going to have to watch my videos, dude, because there's a lot. I've actually been updating my Trove descriptions to be a little bit better, I think. So you could check like any of my recent Trove videos, and I kind of have a tab that's related to the most recent things that have been added to Trove, and then it kind of goes to like all the other like tutorials and stuff like that, right? You think Japanese is hard? No, I don't think Japanese is hard. Apparently it's very easy to learn. And I'm not going to learn Polish. I don't know if I'm ever going to Poland. What class do you prefer? Shadowhunter or Fade Trickster? Which is the best? Fade Trickster has the highest damage in the game, but the class itself is pretty useless outside of Titan bosses. And you can grind U9 with the Fade Trickster, like it's fine. But personally, I've never liked the Fade Trickster. I think it's uggles. Like seriously, a fairy character? I don't feel it, man. Like I just, ugh. Maybe it's just me or something, because I know lots of other people are into, like, fairy creatures, but it's just never really been something I've been interested in, like fairies, elves, and, you know, like, mushroom men and stuff. It's just weird. Get wrecked, Hydrakken. Yeah, he died in 2 seconds flat. I still remember when you said you might do a Trove series. Yep, I remember that day. I might do a series on this game. Now look at me. Learn Dutch. No. You learn Dutch. You probably already speak Dutch. That's why your name's Ducky, because it's a pun, right? Is the Gunslinger your favorite character? He's the strongest character for Shadow Towers. I won't say he's my favorite. I mean, I guess he's my favorite as of right now, but I want, like, when they make their new class in 2018, I really hope that it's something both cool and powerful, because I want a character, like, I like the characters in this game, don't get me wrong, but none of them feel particularly cool. You know what I mean? Like, the lunar costume on the Neon Ninja, sure. The lunar costume on the Barb, sure. But I want, like, a really cool, like, character where it's like, whoa, I feel awesome playing this character. And then at the same time, it's got to be something that can keep up with U9 speed farming, and then also do enough damage in Shadow Towers that you don't just use the Gunslinger. Because otherwise, I play the characters that are the most efficient. That's all there is to it. Okay, I'm going to guess the SpongeBob SquarePants song? Sure. I mean, the lyrics themselves say it, but, I like all my subscribers. What do you mean, dude? Doesn't matter where you're from in the world. We got lots of people from all over the world. It's pretty crazy how far apart we all are, and yet we're all together playing this random game. Da-da-do. That was my very strange All Together song. Not all together right now. Tome switch time. Okay, are we actually done with all of our tomes? Cybernetics tome. Let's check the badge. Where we at? If it's something what? Wait. Oh, it's not showing. Yeah, it's like hide collected or whatever. Okay, that scared me for a minute. I was sitting there scratching my eyeballs inside my mind, wondering why did we have everything. 85? Ugh. It's only been 10 Shadow Tower runs since the last time we looked. Yikes. I guess we'll just keep going, because why not? It's been a long enough time since I did a live stream. I've been so busy, though. That's the big thing. Like, I liked how I was live streaming so often last week, and then suddenly it was like, I'm busy now, and I couldn't keep up with anything anymore. What do you think about a house reveal or hair reveal? I have a hair reveal. Check the description. And I'm not going to do a house reveal because I don't live in a house. Otherwise, I have a funny video where I did a house reveal, and it was actually in a video game that looked like absurdly realistic. But that was a lot of fun when I did that one, actually. Here's the code for something in Trove. Is it really, though? Is that a friend referral code, you uggles? Let's play some Warframe. Yep. I know I gotta do more Warframe. I don't have another episode recorded. That's the thing, is I'm pretty much recording these videos and these other games and stuff like that whenever I end up just having the time. On PS4, the former site tome is better. Now it gives 4 and 5 each. Oh. Yeah, I just always use cybernetics because it's one of the resources that you need a lot of. I still think that they need a meteorite tome. That would balance things out. Like, seriously. What? Don't you think about taking a break? I have been taking a break. That's the thing. When I'm not live streaming, that is my break. Like, you know, I'm also quite stocked up on my videos, and after my recent vlog video where I kind of talked about reevaluating my channel and trying to kind of figure out like a better way of doing things, it's actually been pretty stress-free. Like, I'm actually really, really happy with how things have been with the channel, where, like, you've probably already noticed with some of the other videos and stuff, it's like, oh, for today, it's just one video. Because I didn't have another video ready, and I'm not going to end up staying up all night just to rush out another video. Like, kind of what I ended up kind of coming to was that I needed to start treating YouTube as a long-term thing rather than constantly trying to rush everything with it. And it's been a lot better. Like, it's actually been a lot better. Do you have a Discord? Yup. Do you think the dragon you're using is worth all the grinding for adventuring? Nope. I think it's extremely overpriced. The Phoenix, yeah, that was worth it. It was cool enough, and it took like maybe 2 days of just solid grinding. But for something like this where it's time gated, and then also on top of that extremely expensive and time consuming above all else. Like 3 to 4 hours a day for 6 days? No, not worth it. Blocktron is cool, but he's not worth it. They need to decrease the price, and then he would be worthwhile. Otherwise, people are going to go for him just because he's cool, for sure. And as of right now, with the tethering system still in play, we can't grind together, so all we can really do is adventurine farm anyways, right? I'll open another Shadow Tower portal in 2 seconds here, by the way. Yeah, I know, Fantastic Pickle. I have a llama talisman from a million years back that I didn't even notice was in my inventory. I'm having trouble getting my first dragon, says Jabba the Hutt. So, which dragon you going for? I would recommend go for the fish dragon or the plant dragon. Tell us the Discord. Check the description. I love how people don't read. It's the same as when people come into the club and it's like, where's the fixtures? Read any of the signs that are right beside you. I don't know about that, Ducky. I'm in a pretty weird place where I actually live. Plus, I'm not going to publicly share where I live, despite the fact that some people know, like in my close circle and stuff, but I'm not like advertising it. It's too much of an explanation. Search it on Google. What? You know other languages besides English? Nope. I know of other languages. I can also do accents in English. But that's pretty much it. All right, let's go and... ooh, when did we end up getting that? Yoink. You know what? Let's do it. Let's throw down some stellar ring boxes, because I actually have a couple stellar souls now. Probably not that much. And then I'll open a new port, so other people can end up joining in our adventure. Well, we're slowly getting more clue bits, but I don't know. We only got 5 since the last time that we ended up getting clue bits. But either way, we ended up getting the fixture, so that's the important thing, right? Let's just move this. Bloop. Which rings should we go for is the thing. Because I still, on my gunslinger, I'm still rocking a magic damage and jump ring. I would love to have a magic find one, but I don't know if I'm ever going to actually get that is the problem. And for my Neon Ninja, it's terrible. Like, I would like to have a better, like a higher energy regen ring. You know, rather than just Stellar 3. Because that's the thing, too. I guess I do need to put out, like, an updated tutorial on all of the U9 builds and stuff like that. Because now we've got these rings in place. So, technically speaking, you could actually get attack speed and movement speed on your sword for your Neo Ninja Rage speed build now. Because of the fact that you can get the energy regen on the ring. And it's going to end up being enough, right? Granted, that's also if you have enough crit hit, which, as you can see right here, I do not have 100% crit hit on my Neon Ninja, but that's mostly because I ended up moving most of my gems over. Okay, let's see here. Which one do we want to go for? Magic is my main, but I don't have very good physical gems, or physical rings. Okay, we can get 3 each, which I very much doubt we're going to get a Stellar 5 out of this, but let's just go for it. Let's do 3 of those, 3 of those. Wish me luck. Here we go. That's a Stellar level 1. That's absolute trash. Stellar level 3. Magic Find. For a physical. And then Stellar 1. Okay. Obviously, that's because all of our luck is going to go into these better rings, right? Like the magic rings. Stellar 3. Magic Find. Stellar 2. Magic Find. And this is our Stellar 5. Nope. Stellar 1. Alright, let's just pretend that that never happened. I'm going to loot collect all of these because they're stupid. Seriously, man, I should just buy the rings. It would be cheaper than spending all of the resources I do on these. Like, at least we get the stupid gems back, but they should really give your souls back. I mean, I guess, why would they, though? I gotta actually look at my other characters and see if they don't even have Stellar 3 rings. So I'll hang on to these right now. And then... is it a normal Hydra? Yeah, okay, thank you. It's in there! The portal's right there! Why would I say that, question mark, man? Or should I call you the Riddler? What's your favorite dragon? I don't know if I have a favorite dragon. I guess Blocktron. I would actually say the Phoenix, but it's not a dragon. I want my Mastery Phoenix, dude, but that's just impossible. There's no way we're ever going to get that. I'm hoping my mastery is going to end up going up a big chunk when we end up actually getting this badge out of the way. Like, that's the thing, too, is these badges, like, kill Hydra 100 times, 300 times, and all that. The biggest problem with them is that the mastery they end up giving, the rewards they end up giving, don't actually scale properly. Like, you end up getting the same amount of mastery for killing Hydra 300 times on normal that you do on Ultra. How is that fair? It should give you a lot more on Ultra, or it should end up actually scaling where it's like, if I complete Ultra Hydra, it gives me points towards my hard and normal badges too. Because otherwise, yikes! Like, it's not good, dude. Actually, come to think of it, we got really lucky with the generation this week because Hydra is 3 arenas again this week. That's actually really good. I'm not question mark man. Oh, okay. I'll call you Joe. Right? Seth, I sent a friend request. Can you please accept? Yeah, I'll accept it later, my dude. I'm not going to type out /accept all friends right now, although thank goodness that's actually a command. Because otherwise you had to open your friends list, which I'm not gonna do that. It crashes my game. It crashed my game when I was at 30,000 friends on the list. I think that's what I did with the video. I'm over 40,000 now, so I'm sure the game would just crash faster. Right? Used to be a Draco. What did I miss? I know he is not the strongest, but still, okay. No, he's not. He sucks. That was 1,000,000 years ago, Ducky. Like, seriously. Like, that Draco was good before Mantle of Power came out. When U6 was the strongest in the game. Otherwise, the character is trash now. Like, your class gem ability is okay, but generally, no. Or should I say generally? Will you do giveaways in this month? Ha! Says Browsow. I've actually been doing lots of giveaways in the Discord lately. Because we got a giveaway bot now, and it's a lot more convenient than going through YouTube comments and stuff. So I'm probably going to mention that in lots of, well, whenever I end up doing another Let's Play episode, I'll mention that, right? Seth, could you invite me to your club? No, I can't. We're at max capacity. We got to get under 750 members before we can end up inviting people, okay? I hope you're okay with that, because it's going to take us a long time, like, seriously. Thank you, question mark, man. I appreciate it very much. Hearing such praise from the Riddler himself. Ah, unless that's just one of the riddles. He's probably tricking me. About 2 years ago, to be exact. Yeah, pretty much it was like 2 or 3 years ago when Draco was actually a thing. Are we almost at this? Like, seriously. I can only take so much shadow towering at a time. Blech. Yeah. Thank you for being patient for the club invites and stuff. Do you like fruit? Who does not like fruit? Like, seriously, fruit is delicious. Speaking of which, I have fruit candy, which is not actually made of fruit, and always gives me a headache, but I should have some, right? Thank you, Kermit. I do the best that I can with what I've got. Did you know Draco can be faster than a Neo Ninja Rage speed build? Yeah, when he touches lava, I know. But that doesn't matter. You're not, like, then you got Farm Volcanic. Ugh! Like, don't make me puke. Like, unless you're on PC and you're using mods to get rid of the gross sky. Otherwise, no. Who's your favorite character? I guess I'll just say the Gunslinger. He looks the coolest, as of right now anyways, but I kind of always swap my style. Like, I really liked Shadowhunter when he came out, but I felt that he was, like, too weak. And then when the Clash Gem ability came out, oh man, that was exciting and fun. But now it's like, he just doesn't keep up. They need to make more spaces for clubs. I know they do, like, seriously. Blech. Die. Oh. That was Hydra, by the way. Yep, I know. Blocktron is beautiful, so maybe he's worth it. I don't know. Like, it's not like I feel bad, like, with all the grinding that I did to actually get Blocktron or anything. I just feel that as far as casual players are concerned, like, it's not balanced very well at all. You know, like all the other dragons actually do a really good job of being somewhere around 10 to 20 hours, depending on the random generation of the fragments themselves, as opposed to Blocktron, where it's a dragon you can just grind for. You don't have to rely on random numbers. But he takes, let's just say, an average of 4 hours per person anyways, times 6. He takes 24 hours. And that's just solid adventurine farming, and you have to farm it 4 hours a day, not like in small increments where it's like, I'm just gonna farm 24 hours straight and get the dragon. No, because you're limited to the amount of adventurine you can end up getting. If they ended up removing that limit and keeping the Pyrite farms, and in fact, ended up reevaluating all of the adventurine items to either be cheaper, or just made it so that we could end up grinding more adventuring from other quests, because as of right now, the Repose of Heroes, as I mentioned earlier, is absolutely useless because the legendary NPCs that you can end up getting in clubs, which I think is really weird and messed up with to begin with, they still only give like 36 adventuring per. Like, I really would have thought that a Gonda NPC would have been something where it's like, oh, you get 100 or 150 adventurine. It actually makes it easier and makes it something that's actually worth grinding for. But it's never, like, even without the parrot farm method, it's not worth it to get the better NPCs better because they have slower quests that give the same amount of adventurine. It's just not worth it. Like, seriously. If you could visit a country in Europe or Asia, what would it be? I'm probably gonna visit Japan one day. Perchance? I can help anyone that I can. With what? What are you saying? Scythe Place has joined the Purple Fish. Yeah, I know. The tethering system's got to go. Like, seriously. Get it out of my face. We're also in the orange, or golden mushrooms now. Weird. Robotic salvage tome. That's my real voice when I'm talking at my actual age. 47. So I then want to know how the bubblefish dragon looks. Could you show me how the dragon looks? You can check out my video that I just put out the other day showing off all 3 of the dragons, please. Because otherwise I don't want to swap to it in the stream because I don't remember what its name is. It's like really weird. It's like I wish it would just be called the Bubble Dragon. Like, seriously, they really need to rename everything in this game to being something simple like this. Call it TNT. Not Trundling Boom Bundle. Especially because earlier we already proved that I don't think trundling is a word. Like, or at least not one that can apply to this. Jub, jub! Huh! Jub! Jub! Ew, stop sneezing on me. I know. I love you too. Hello. Why do you like my mouth being open? She likes making out. It's really gross, dude. Like, seriously. Wait, stop it! Hello. I know. I know. I know, Jim Jim. I gotta get her a little tuxedo, like, seriously. Stop it. No. What are you doing? You can't see it, but every time I'm doing that, she's biting the air, mimicking me. I know. Stop it. No, stop it. Relax. Stop freaking out on my lap. I don't have your ball or anything. I don't have any of your things, Jub Jub. Stop it. I know that look. She's like straight up giving me a death look, like lost connection to game server. I love it. Jub Jub, did you do that? Did you do that? Squishy face. You're such an old woman. Like, seriously. You're funny, Jub Jub. Ow. Hey. Don't do that. Nope. Are they going to be able to complete this fast enough? D&D! Oh no. This game's stupid and I can't go to D&D because it reconnected me and for some weird reason it doesn't keep your settings when you relog. Yeah, that's cute, Nightbot. I like when people are like, animal abuse, and it's like, clearly you've never owned an animal, stupid. Like, seriously, it's not made of cardboard. She's made of bones and skin. Jub jub! And dogs play very rough, man. Like, is it animal abuse when you go to a park and you see one dog tackle another one? Or is it comedy? I think it's fun, because they like playing rough. Gonna leave now, but see you all later. Later, Amethyst. Thanks for coming out. Yes, sleep on me in the weirdest position ever. I've done hard dread 200 times in a matter of a week. I still haven't gotten the dread mount. That's okay. You're close to getting the dread badge. That's more important than the mount, right? Can you get 50 clue bits from one quest? No. You can get 1 clue bit from one quest, or 3 clue bits from some quests, or if you have patron, you can get 4 clue bits. But that's it! Hello, Pato Pro. Yeah, the dog's biting you is kind of like, it depends. Like, there's play biting and then there's dominance biting. So that's where you kind of gotta know what you're doing, right? I'm on PS4 and I need PR 723, so my gamer tag is this guy. Okay. I mean, you literally can't help people with PR outside giving them gear, which I don't have any on console. You can get a maximum of 4 to 6 clue bits per quest. You can't get 6 clue bits per quest. What are you talking about, you freak? What quest gives you 60 adventurine? Unless it's one of the legendary NPCs, in which case we don't have them, so I wouldn't know. But, huh. Yes, I know. That's the whole point, though, Pagum. That's how the dogs get you. They trick you. It's like, oh, it's super cute. Let me just feed you. Meanwhile, the dog's like, I'm in charge. And then it's like really, really bad for the dog itself. Because it's like, then the dog is like stressing out about trying to be like the dominant. And it's like, no, that's not how it is. I'm in charge, dog. I know you're busy. I just think maybe you could add me to your club or something. Nope. I can't because we're not at 750 members. There you go, Zelda dude. Somebody can help you out with your PR. At least they said. What? Please read. Add this person because I've been subbed to you for... You can add me. I'll add you back if it's on PC anyways. But on the console versions, I'm at max friends list and I can't unadd people unless I do it one at a time, which is clunky and stupid, and I'm not going to waste my time doing it. Sorry. Blame the game, or in that case, blame the console, not the player. Is the chat on slow chat? Can it even be on slow chat? I think it's just everybody's grinding right now. You usually have more people watching right now. It depends. Depends on the time. It's not necessarily prime hours right now. Go. No. Please help. I have a problem with spending flux. I never get enough flux to spend it on Trove boxes trying to get Gonda. I only have 14k. You'll never get Gonda with 14k. And honestly speaking, buy Gonda. It's cheaper than relying on Troves of Wonder. Like, look at that. 9.7 mil? That's not bad. You could buy that for $200. Which version of Trove do you prefer? I don't prefer, I mean, I guess PC just because I've been playing it for so long. It's not that I have anything against, like, the Xbox or PS4. How long's the stream gonna be? I don't know. How close are we to this badge? That's the real bottom line. I want to get this badge, but I'm also getting really hungers. 92. Okay, we'll get to 100 for the Hydra badge. And then we gotta stop because I need food. Also, I have to, like, edit a lot of stuff. Now you can hear the snoring that I hear every day. Why did you stop right when I was doing a comedic moment, Jub Jub? She's ruining... Now she's at it again. It's like she snores when she hears me talk. Rubber band. Rubber banding. I got a pug and I named him Jub Jub Jr. That's kind of funny. We should have the Jub Jub army. That would be great. An army of pugs, all named Jub Jub. I have one to get. Like, I'm not going to be able to because, one, I can't afford it, but also I can't afford it time-wise either. I wanted to get Jub Jub a sister, a black pug, and call it Budge Budge, because that's what I'm calling Yabaki and Trove, which is the evil dark Gonda that's never going to be added to the game, by the way. Me, let me join you. What? How could I let you join me if I said BRB? That's weird. Please read this comment to get 1 flux. You're right, I am getting more than 1 flux every time I loot collect stuff. Cool. I think the Flux Dragon, which is going to show up December 14th, I think that's when he shows up in the hub. That thing should give us flux as we're riding it. Make it cost 10 mil, 20 mil, whatever. Make it so that when I get it, I don't need to spend any more money on this game. Maybe make it a reward for loyalty points, not patron points anymore. Make it a reward for $10,000. Yeah. And then just give me infinite flux, because by that point, I shouldn't have to spend any more money. Who's your favorite character? I don't understand. What are you farming? The badge. What is a Flux Dragon? It's a Flux Dragon. A dragon that's literally made of flux. He's going to be a merchant that's going to end up showing up in the hub, and you can buy things from him for dragon coins. Oddly enough, he should be made of dragon coins, not flux. But we did check the game code, and it is actually going to end up being a mount as well. I need a tank for Ultra Daughter of the Moon. What? What do you mean you need a tank? Just get anyone that you know to be the Ice Sage and slow her down with the class gem ability so she can't move, and then you don't need a tank. Plus, it's Daughter of the Moon. Like, she's easy. You don't need a tank. You need a tank for Dread. Even if you have an Ice Sage that doesn't have the class gem ability, your normal attacks, like your auto attacks, that'll end up slowing her down enough that you won't need to be able be dodging any of her attacks, right? Do you like the Candy Barb or Boomer? I don't really like the Boomer because he's got too much knockback right now. He is going to be the next character they're going to work on, though, so that's good. But otherwise, Barb's a lot of fun. Barb is great on console. For the rooms, not the boss. Sorry, you don't need tanks for the rooms either, though. You need damage. In which case, no, I'm grinding this. If it wouldn't take like an extra 20 minutes to go through Ultra Dot, nope. Especially because I would probably just be soloing it. Check the Shadow Tower chat, though. I'm sure there's people. Can you stop rubber banding? Bleh. What's the best way to get in? We get an ancient scale. What? Fishing, that's the only way. Or you can buy it. When is tethering getting removed? I don't know. Ask the devs. It was supposed to be removed in this hotfix, and then they checked the code, and we're like, duh, whoops, we messed up. It's not actually getting removed in this patch, even though it should be our top priority, and considering the fact that so many people aren't even playing our game right now because the tethering system's in the game. But hey, that's cool. Here you go, Jub Jub. What are you doing? You're tangling yourself. Stop it. Is that why you're squirming? Is it just because you're tangling? You don't want down? Okay. I mean, it's rude that you keep snorting in the middle of my videos, you little pig. Stop it, Nightbot. That's like the 50th time you've done that. Okay, Jub Jub, here you go. What's the point of the tether system? None. There's no point whatsoever. The point of the tether system is the devs listened to 10 people that were complaining about leeching, rather than the vast majority. Thankfully, we ended up having the vast majority talk about how tethering is stupid and it is going to end up being removed. Unfortunately, it's not enough of a priority that they haven't gotten rid of it. Like, really? Why? Die! I just killed someone on Twitch. Also, who keeps like spam inviting me? Because I'm going to kill you. That is to say, put you on my ignore list. And then you never get off of it because of how laggy it is for me to open my friends list. And there is no text command to unignore someone. There's supposed to be, it just doesn't work. No one ever uses the Shadow Tower chat on PS4. That depends on which chat you're using, because there's a couple of them. That there's some that people do use, and there's the lobby, the Shadow Tower lobby. That's the chat that no one uses. Everyone always uses, I think it's like /ST or /Shadow Tower, whichever one it is. There's a primary Shadow Tower chat that people actually use. Oddly enough, the devs didn't even know about it and tried to force everyone into the lobby, which doesn't work. Huh? I am a ninja man. Okay, that's weird. Sub to me. No, thanks. Why, so you can put out one video every 5 days? I'm sorry, I know that was mean. It takes a lot to be able to be dedicated to uploading one video a day. Top YouTubers, I'm uploading 2 or more. Give me all your flux on PS4. Okay, I don't have any flux. Oh man, I would want a hot dog right now. Yes, that would be delicious. I'm teasing, by the way. I'm not actually this mean. Stop it! I will destroy you! It's the game's fault because I can't, like, go to D&D. Are we almost there yet? Oh, okay, young. Then, yup. I guess nobody's just... Maybe people are using a different chat on PS4. I don't know. Unless you're saying that people are using the lobby chat, not the other one. Later, Dan. Have a good one. Is it worth it to buy 60 credit pouches and sell them on the market? Yep, that's pretty much the way that you pay to win and get your flux. Whoa, Amethyst. That's one fast horse. Either that or he's farting to give him strength. Stop it. I'm going to ignore William very soon, because that's already like the 5th invite. Sorry. But, yep. You are nerd. Who isn't? We all play video games. If you watch YouTube, you're a dork. Like, seriously. Have you ever farted while you were recording? That's a really weird question. I guess that means, we're gonna call him out right here. Nothing, with a space before the G. He must fart all the time. He's probably farting right now. Ha ha ha, everyone laugh at him. He's a farter. That was really immature and weird. What is the easiest dragon to get? That depends. I would say either the flower dragon, just because of the fact that it's a very easy resource to grind, or fishing. Maybe. Oh no! William! He's ignored now. Oh no! Jack is! He's ignored too! Oh no! Oh, that's so sad for them, because now they can never, ever, ever invite me again. Oh, dude, and I'll never be able to see them chat. Blame the game, not the player, though. I'm joking. Glad I caught this stream live. Thank you very much. Can you start an episode playing Growtopia? I already answered you before. No. No, really. I tried Growtopia. It's not something I'm into. Like the furthest, like Roblox can end up getting a little abrasive sometimes, but I enjoy it because of how broken it is. Growtopia is just like, there's no aspect of that game to me that is fun. I have no reason to play it. Does the Dragon Effigy give you Blocktron? No, it doesn't. I forgot completely to mention that in my 3 Dragon video. Whoops. But yeah, Blocktron, you can't use the Dragon Effigy. You can for the Fish Dragon, you can for Starfire. You cannot for Blocktron, unfortunately. Did we get our stupid badge yet? Blech. What are we at, dude? I am scared to look because we're probably like very slowly. 96. 4 more runs! If you want Gonda, use a Trove Wonder Tome and hope you get it. Or buy it. Yeah, pretty much. We grinded... How many runs did we end up actually grinding? I should have checked at the beginning of the stream, but... It's probably gonna be around 2 hours. Fishtron. Yes! You can get your plasma fish too right now. Can you unblock me? I can't enter Team Pixel. No, Alex, because you kept spamming the chat. Sorry. There's few rules that we have. I like how people like to think, like, people get so butthurt when they get, like, kicked out of the club and stuff like that. Like, I didn't do anything. Why'd you kick me? I said one thing. And it's like, dude, we're not, like, super duper strict or anything. If you were blocked or kicked from the club, it was thought out very well. Like... Either you were spamming to an insane degree, or you were swearing to an insane degree. Like, we keep track of everybody. That's the thing. You wouldn't think so, but we recognize faces. Names, I should say, not faces. 1.5 hours of farming. Yeah. We'll see. It'll probably take that long. I mean, at least we get this badge out of the way, and then we would have to grind 200 more. Shadow Towers, and then we would have to grind 300 of Hard and Ultra. And you can't really solo Ultra. You can, but it's slow and gross. So you'd have to find a group that's dedicated to grinding Ultra Hydra. And then you'd have to do it all over again for the Dreadnought. So bad. So bad. Like, seriously. I love this too. I like when people try to say, like, try to badmouth the officers and think that I'm going to take their side. Like, the other people that I have as admins and officers, they kind of do things their own way, yes, which is different than me. But so what? That's kind of, you know, people are different. That's that. And they're all officers for a reason. When did you play Trove, and how do you get the Flower Dragon? I have a video talking about it specifically. Go check it out. Otherwise, I started playing Trove, I don't know when. Whenever my first video came out. On the first look at Trove, I think is what it was called, right? I've been playing it since then. Oh man, I'm hungers. Oh, I'm so hungry. Seriously, like, at least I had Hamburger Helper before the stream, because... delicious. What? Okay, Max. Saying it about yourself? That's kind of weird. Were you looking in the mirror? Devs, please make this game less time-consuming. I mean, generally speaking, every game's goal is to make it time-consuming. So that you have to, you know, pay money to end up going past the grind. But yeah, most of all, I would say that Trove is a bit too much of a grind. Like, they keep adding content that makes it more grindy rather than adding content to vary up the gameplay. You know what I mean? Like, you look at a game like Elder Scrolls Online, for example. You gotta buy the game, but generally it's free to play outside of vanity items and double XP potions and junk like that. But the fact is that at least in that game, you got like this big crazy environment to end up going through and tons of quests and everything like that. And I'm not trying to say that I don't like Trove by any means. You guys and gals already know that I love it. It's just, we could really stand to have some pre-made worlds rather than all this random generated junk. Like, I would love to have actual, like, wouldn't that have been cool? Is if the NPC quest was like unique worlds that we had to go into, and it's like, oh, fight your way to the end of this world, and then you fight this crazy Titan boss or something. Like Voxel's Club World on the PC version of Trove. I think they could really stand to actually get that guy to make them some pre-made adventure maps, and then throw some enemies in the game, or, and I've talked about this in the past, I think that if they would end up making it so that we could set up custom quests in Club Worlds, I think that would take it, because then we could actually have functionality to our builds. You know, instead of having to use the dumb Metaforge all the time to create dungeons. I think that would be great. You could set up a whole parkour course for you to get all the way to the end and maybe fight an enemy or something. And I'm not talking about the mini games. I don't like the separation between all of the content. I'd rather have it all linked in together so that it's like, maybe you go through this one adventure map and it's like, oh, there's a version of this where you end up just killing all the enemies and killing the boss or something. Or maybe there's another version of the same map where you play it as a race and it's just trying to get to the end, or a glide course. Just all different variations on one singular map. I think that would be really cool. Is your magic find 100,000? No. I think I'm at 4,000, right? But I don't have a magic find ring, unfortunately. 3987. If I had a magic find ring, that would be over 4,000. And if I ended up using my pirate captain, which I probably should be using, the pirate captain subclass ability, I mean, not the class itself. What is the Metaforge and how do you find it? Dude, the Metaforge, okay, so most of the dungeons in the game, let's say 90% of them, are actually designed by other players. Kind of the same as how 90% of the actual in-game content is designed by the players and not the developers. They just end up adding the core code to the game. Otherwise, modders end up adding all the mounts and stuff. And dungeon creators use the Metaforge to create the dungeons that end up spawning out in the worlds and stuff like that. The Metaforge is such an overcomplicated, clunky mess of a system that I've never bothered to learn it. Thus, I have no tutorial about it. because it takes you into a separate area where you end up being able to build with all sorts of new blocks in a very weird way, by the way. It's completely different from actually using like the cube converters and everything like that. And then on top of it, you have to end up exporting that Metaforge data into its own separate file. And then you got to go into a different type of program or something like that to edit it. And then not only that, the process itself is already really confusing in general. But then you have to like upload your dungeon to Reddit and have one of the mods, which favoritism is a thing on the Reddit forums, unfortunately, and with modders in general. That's one of the things that I think is really needs an overhaul and redesign with this, is because the top modders in the game stay as the top modders, even though we've actually got plenty of mods on the Trovesaurus and other websites that are really, really cool and really, really great. It's just nobody knows who they are, and thus the mods don't actually end up ever getting a look at by the devs. And, I just think that the Metaforge could end up having a complete rework, and then the devs wouldn't have to worry about adding dungeons to the game all the time. Generally speaking, I think this game can only load a certain amount of dungeons, like, as far as the code is concerned, because there's a lot of dungeons that have secretly been taken out of rotation, which is disappointing because there's lots of dungeons that were some of my favorite. Like in the Fey biome, more specifically, there was a giant totem pole with a bunch of pyramids that would end up generating around in the 4 corners of the 3-star dungeon. That was one of my favorite dungeons in the entire game. It's not in the game anymore. Like, it's just gone. But anyways, rant over. My problem is that I spent all my flux on Gonda. Yep, do it. That's what you're gonna end up doing. Who is this weakling? I might have to kick him if he keeps running around like a freak. It just makes it take longer. Efficiency! Efficiency is what it's all about. Can you invite me to Team Pixel? No, I can't right now, sorry to say. We already have our ultimate fixture, Creeper Time Bomb. I'll go look at it as soon as we end up getting this stupid badge out of the way. Because it's beautiful, like seriously. That is definitely the highlight of the stream. Isn't the badge itself. It's the fact that we ended up actually getting the ultimate fixture. That's cool. I like that. Can you please spawn so you can die? See, I'm getting hangry, which is hungry angers. What? Trove is a fun game. I love it, but it's so boring when playing it alone. I know, you can't, like, especially with the tether system, unfortunately, which forces you to play the game alone. Like, ugh. Seriously. Oh, thank you, Siwo. I appreciate it, dude. I'm raging because I only need 4 souls of something, and then I have the legendary dragon. Cool. Be excited that you're that close. Don't get angry. Like, why would you be angry that you're so close to actually accomplishing your goal? That's weird, isn't it? Stop it! Get over here! Stop running all the way over there, dude. You're just luring things away. It doesn't matter if you die in a normal Shadow Tower of all things, because that means that you're weak. Seriously. If you saw me in real life, what would you do? I wouldn't see you in real life because I wouldn't recognize you. Get it? I didn't go for the obvious pun of your username, which is nothing, and say I was going to do nothing. Hee hee! Badge defeated, got good. I just instinctively knew that that was going to be it. I didn't actually know in my bones that that was going to be it. So there we go. We got a little bit more mastery. Look at this. Like, seriously, dude. 200. Like, that's more than double the amount of Hydra runs that we just did. And that took, like, an absurd amount of time. And then even going through hard, we'd have to do 50 more. Ultra, I could go for it just to get the badge, but ugh. How much mastery am I even missing? What is that? 265 minus 134. 131. So if I could get 131, I would need a couple more badges in order to actually get that mastery. Because otherwise, I don't think that the allies, like those llama allies right here, yeah, they only give 10 mastery each. Ugh. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 mastery for all that. Like, seriously, that's what I mean. Like, the devs really need to start considering just what the resources actually end up taking and giving back as well. You know, like, it's like, how is that worth it? How is that worth 4,000 adventuring each? Later, Mystical. Have a good one. Ignore King H of game. Die. No, really, what the? I removed these earlier. You all saw it when we were in the stream, but okay. I guess the game's just that laggy, like Jiminy Crockett. Anyways, yes! Beautiful video effects. It's great! Are you considering starting Warframe on PS4? Why? I'm playing it on PC. I don't need to play it on PS4, plus playing it with a controller would probably be a lot more confusing for me. I am already confused about that game, like seriously. Go away! Stop that! Would you suggest using Candy Bar for endgame? Yeah, you can. I mean, you can pretty much get away with using any character that you want for the endgame stuff. Wow! 500 Klubits for a badge that took me like a couple hours. That's so cool. And that's only 50. We got 50 today. So 50 Shadow Tower runs in less than 2 hours. Which, granted, we weren't even at 50. I don't know. When Scythe plays Warframe and be Ninja Man, it's... What? Okay, thank you. We got 500 Klubits. I'm so proud. I just want to thank all of you that were a part of this stream to give me the motivation that I needed in order to end up getting myself that 500 Klubits. Or Qubits, I mean, not Klubits. I wish it was Klubits. That would actually be a better reward. Like, seriously. What a waste of time. Like, that's the thing. Is like, I've been playing this game for years, and I love this game. I really, really do. But so much of the content, straight up, I'm just going to say it, like, so much of the content is a waste of time. Like, no wonder people quit this game. Oh, man. Will they make it so the previous Klubits donated to a club will end up showing up? Nope. Nothing works retroactively with these updates, unfortunately. They used to, too, which is pretty cool. Like, with the Essentials pack and stuff like that, a lot of things they ended up upgrading, and it would end up actually working backwards with players. But for some reason, they're obsessed with having everything all separated now. And that's kind of what I mean. Like, it's like that whole badge that we just grinded for. You should be able to get on just Ultra 300 times should give you the normal and hard badge. Because otherwise, what's the point in being at the end of the game and being powerful? And then on top of that, the amount of time that it takes to end up grinding all of those is absolutely stupid. And then the biggest thing of all is, like, really, it's just, I don't know. Like, it's expanding out the amount of playtime rather than actually giving us something fun to grind towards. I'm just exhausted. That's all it really is. Because, man alive, like, I didn't expect us to stream that long. But either way, it was still a lot of fun hanging out with you dudes and dudettes. As always, you know, it always is. That's the big thing. That's why I wanted to do this in a live stream, because I knew I had it in me to grind it out, but I wanted to do it in a live stream so that I actually had people to interact with, because otherwise if I was just grinding it on my own, it would have just been boring, which even then, it got a little bit boring, but it's not so much that it was boring, it's just the fact that I'm, like, really, really hungry right now, like, seriously. That's one thing that I'll say, and this is just a side thing in real life, is the fact that I'm going to the gym all the time now. I've got such an appetite, dude. It's great, because otherwise I'm never hungry. But I really got to go and get some food. So hopefully you all ended up enjoying this random stream. And at least we got this ultimate fixture, so that's really cool. This stream is probably going to come out either tomorrow or the next day. I'll have to look at my calendar and see what's what. But otherwise, I also got my new graphics card, so I might end up recording and setting that up while I go and get myself some food. I don't know. But either way, Have yourselves a fantastic day, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming out. Like, seriously, despite my negative Nancy complaining at the end of the stream here, just because I'm exhausted, again, it's just because I'm hungry. Like, straight up. It's got nothing to do with the faults of the game or all this grinding and stuff. Like, the grinding is okay. I do still wish that it would actually work where we could grind Ultra and get hard and normal. I do think that that should actually be fixed. But even if not, whatever, who cares? I gotta get some food. Thanks for coming out. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Let's also again build up loyalty points to my merch store. Links are in the description for that. You can buy all sorts of shirts and stuff, and I'm actually working on a new shirt design right now, which is really, really cool. And then for the fans that want to go the extra mile and donate to me, you can donate to me for free with Gawkbox because I don't want to take your money. Links are in the description explaining all that as well. Sign on and stay epic. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up to itself so I can put a secret message in this stream that you'll only be able to see when this stream goes live in a couple days. All right, here's the secret message.